Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your full moon reading. Now, of course, right, the full moon is the highest peak of energy output, right? So the moon cycle being one of manifestation, we can kind of see the full moon being a point of clarity, a point of culmination, of fruition in some capacity that regards the intentions that we set. Now, the moon cycle can kind of be seen in two ways. One is macro and one is micro. So the micro moon cycle that occurs is monthly, right? Starting with the new moon at the very sort of tail end of the previous month or beginning of this month. For us, it was, for this month, it was, I believe, on the 26th or 27th of March. So nonetheless, right, the new moon leading to the full moon, both within about a month's range. So that's one micro cycle of manifestation. Okay. Then you have, though, the macro cycle of manifestation, which takes place in 6-month intervals. So, and the way we see that is, right, every new moon in a certain sign corresponds to a full moon in the same sign. And they're always going to be 6 months apart. So when you think of it in that way, right, you got to think back 6 months prior to now, what kind of intentions you were focusing intently on, right, setting into motion. As it was around that time, right, the new moon in Libra, that corresponds with this full moon in Libra. So whatever was kind of happening since 6 months prior to now, you may be seeing is coming to fruition in some capacity today. Okay, so let's see. Yes, it's a lovely time to take stock, right? To really assess, right? Take a step back and think, how am I exerting my fire energy? Right? Because the full moon is associated with the fire element. That being, right, tied to our creative reserves, our self-will, right? And so fire energy, just like any other element, has a conducive, positive manifestation and one that is maybe not so helpful, right? Fire being tied to anger, rage, but also to manifestation, right? The spark of life, creativity, inspiration, confidence, courage. So it's a beautiful time, right, to take note of how is this energy within myself coming out. And we all have fire, right? We all have fire, some of us more so than others, depending on the elements in your chart, your astrology chart. But regardless, right, we're all magicians at the end of the day. Right? And the Magician card reminds us of that it's that alchemical balance between all of the elements of our being in whatever propensity, right, we have them, right? It's that art of working with every sort of chemical, right, that comprises us to create further. So cycles of manifestation within cycles of manifestation. And again, right, it's taking stock, right, of that fire element that we're working with. How are we wielding that wand? And so I hope that this reading sheds some light on that for you guys, and we will begin. Hi there, Aquarius. Let's see what is in store for you during this full moon. Happy full moon, by the way. Let us... Ooh, okay. Free flight, new beginning. Okay, spreading those wings, spreading those wings. There is, with this new beginning though, there's some element of closure, okay, emotional closure that's needed, that perhaps you haven't fully, embraced in some capacity. Okay, there's this holding back, okay, of how you feel in a certain situation. And it's because perhaps you don't know where it's going to lead you. It was like, if I communicate what I need to communicate, what is that going to lead to? And then what? And then what? What comes after this? What comes after this point? Okay, yes, look, Aquarius, there is a need to communicate, okay, as it regards a situation that is emotionally dissatisfying to you, some sort of union, some sort of work life, environment, home life, whatever it may be, partnership, that is, that holds you down in some kind of way, that is restricting. Okay. Communicate about it. Communicate about it. There's a heavy emphasis on sword energy. Heavy, heavy emphasis on sword energy. Father of swords, right? You are an air sign. Swords, air. And I feel that it regards your desire, your desire to, for greater independence, where you may have felt somewhat bound, restricted to a certain way of doing things, okay, and even feeling like you need to adhere or abide by the ways, the logic, the quote-unquote logic, the ideologies of others. You're like, I want to strike out on my own. I want to pursue what I pursue as an individual. Okay, but it's almost like to do that, you need to report. So like Uncle Sam, like I'm getting that feeling for some reason. Okay, it could be a matter of finances. It's like, well, if I want to do this, right, I need to financially be able to support that. That may be what is going through your head. So, but you have the Ace of Swords right beneath this Three of Swords. There's a need to speak out about your truth in the situation, right? It's like there's so much preemptive energy. You're holding your sword, but you look so serious. But you have so many emotions and colors that you want to shine through and show, that are linked to so much, a deep capacity, okay, of emotion, a deep reservoir of emotions, and this could have been building up for quite some time. Okay, it's almost like this could also be a frustration of some sort. Okay, so. I feel though that you're letting time pass. For some reason, you're letting time pass, sort of as if to think, before I, speak about it, I want to see maybe the circumstance will change, right? Maybe the situation will somehow, maybe the circumstance will change. So I feel like it's like a performance anxiety to some extent. There's just a need to break out. Like, hey, you know what? I don't want to be in this anymore. I don't want to be in this junction, so to speak, okay? I want movement. I want to break out of the box. But it's almost like you gotta face either someone or something or some aspect of the process before you do so, okay? Absolutely, whoever this individual is, Father of Pentacles, I'm feeling that this can actually be a father. Okay, it's almost like, or someone that you need to report to within a company in order to make this change happen, to be able to have more creative direction. I feel that they are somehow linked to the financial aspect of whatever this is, and it could be a financiary. Okay, it could be a financial institution. So, and it's almost like that's what you need to go through. That's what you need to pass through before you reach the oasis land. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, there's a confrontation that needs to be had. So, and what is underpinning this Father of Pentacles is the Empress in reverse and the Mother of Pentacles upright. So, very fertile energy. Lots of earth energy, but mixed with fire. Okay, so you have the Mother of Pentacles and you have the Father of Pentacles. It's like this. And you have the Son of Pentacles. So there's a mother, a father, and a son. And the son and the father are kind of having this this duel, right? This face-off, so to speak. But I feel that you want to speak out about this. It's like you want to stand up and say, hey, you know what? I may not feel comfortable with this situation. It doesn't speak to my full truth. Okay. But I feel, you know what, this individual will understand. I'm feeling that. This individual will understand, Aquarius. okay? And if you look at the antlers on this Father of Pentacles, it's like the same color as your sword, right? So I'm feeling that they may seem intimidating, or you may just be blowing the situation somewhat, right, into a really big balloon, right, in your mind. Making it almost bigger than it is, so to speak. When really, okay, I feel this individual will understand. And at the end of the day, right, they are somewhat similar to you in that capacity. They may even understand, they may even, it's like, this may be someone who you want to invest, let's say, in your company or whatever it is. It's like, they may actually, right, see a part of themselves in you, so to speak, okay? It's like seeing you, they're like, it reminds them of themselves, perhaps. A place that they have been or that they understand, right? So I feel that there's greater understanding than that which you expect. But it's almost like there's this domain that you want to enter, okay? Either it's a domain that you want to enter, or it's like some sort of conglomerate that you need to get through, okay? That it's like you feel holds the soil that you want to plant your seeds on. It's like that kind of thing, okay? So, thank you so much, Aquarius. I almost said Sagittarius. There may be some crossover there. You never know, right? You may want to check that video out. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you. And have a beautiful full moon. All right, I will be back with your May reading in about a week or so. And until then, enjoy April. All right, bye, Aquarius.